What is up, guys? Plant Commander here, and welcome to my new Let's Play of Bayonetta, of all things. Something that I've actually been planning on doing quite a while, but not in the way that I'm actually doing it. I am not playing this game alone. I do have a guest with me. Originally, this was intended to be my next solo project, but I do have a friend who was very interested in playing the Bayonetta series and never had before, so I thought it would be fun to have her on and to do the game blind. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Music. I'm new to this whole playthrough thing. And yeah, I've been really interested in Bayonetta's series, and I'm very excited to be doing a playthrough of this.
Yeah, and as such, she is going to be starting this off. We are playing the Wii U version of the game, that is worth noting. There's two primary reasons for that. Actually three now that I think about it. But first and foremost, I feel like this game runs a lot smoother on the Wii U. I don't know if that's just a personal thing of mine that I noticed, or if that's actually, like, confirmed. But for whatever reason, the PlayStation 3 version of the game, I haven't played it on Xbox 360, but the PS3 version, while it still runs great, does occasionally seem to lag at times, and it does drop frames a lot from my experience. This felt a lot smoother on the Wii U for me for some reason. I have played through the game 3 times, twice on Wii U and once on PS3, and both times I just felt it was a lot smoother on the Wii U. Additionally, I just like the controller better, in all honesty. Wii U Pro Controller is one of my favorite controller designs of all time, and I wanted to go with that just for the sake of comfort. And the other more notable reason for you guys is the Wii U version has some extra content in the form of costumes for Bayonetta herself, which we will be showing off at some point. I don't remember exactly when you get access to those, but it is relatively early, if I remember correctly, and I do want to show those off. So I wanted to be able to give the game in its full glory and just show everything that there is to show. So that's pretty much all I have to say for an intro. Is there anything you want to add?
Nah.
All right, go ahead and hit start.
Okay.
Just go ahead and hit new game. Now she is playing for the most part blind, but for the last like 20 minutes yeah, go to normal.
Okay.
And she was doing the tutorial. So just that's why she kind of knows what she's doing right off the bat, because she played through the tutorial already. I've played through the game, as I said, 3 times, so I'm obviously much more familiar with it, which is pretty much the main reason that she's going to be starting this off. Just so she can get more acquainted to the game.
Long since erased from the records of time, there once existed 2 European clans who served as overseers of history for the powers that be. The Umbra Witches, dwellers of the darkness, and the Lumen Sages, controllers of the light. The clans paid each other great respect, and their efforts to maintain the balance between them defended the just passage of time. Yet one day, that balance was toppled.
Alright, so yeah, for the most part, we are going to be talking over the dialogue. I just wanted to stay quiet for that one, just for the sake of exposition, because I'm gonna say this right now, I've played this game 3 times, and I still don't really understand what the hell is going on. So, yeah, if you really want to pay attention to the story, this game isn't too story-heavy. It's much more action-based, but the story, it is interesting. It's just very, very confusing. So, if you are interested in that, go ahead and just read the subtitles. That's why we have them enabled. And, but whenever there's an action scene, we are going to be talking over it for the most part, and we're probably going to be chipping in here and there for the cutscenes. Just because there's a lot to talk about with this game. There's a lot of really cool shit going on.
Years after the balance was lost,
Have you been using your dodge move at all, or just attacking?
A little bit of both. More attacking than dodging.
I don't know if you actually have witch time in this opening segment or not.
I don't think so. I've been dodging on the last instant, but I don't think I'm able to use it in this prologue.
Yeah, especially later in the game, you'll be kind of abusing witch time because it's kind of necessary in order to do anything, especially when the game starts getting harder, which, mind you, is pretty quickly.
I think I just unleashed a witch power. The one with the giant fist.
I'm pretty sure one of the combos is... I know there's, like, some combos where you can unleash one of those in, like, 2 moves.
Okay.
I forget what the buttons are, but, like, if you do a weak attack, strong attack, and then weak attack again, I think that's one of them. I forget what the exact buttons are.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God, I forgot he could stand on this.
Yeah. He's completely giant.
Oh, he gets bigger, too. He's actually kind of small in this part.
He gets even bigger?
Oh, yeah.
Like, a world size big?
I wouldn't go that far, but he does get a lot bigger than this.
This isn't even my final form.
Also, it's probably about time I acknowledge the elephant in the room. Yes, this game is rated M. If you are not of a mature mindset, don't watch this LP, because there's a lot of mature subject matter, including but not limited to blood and gore, sexual references, and a lot of fan service. So yeah, just be aware of what you're getting into with this. Also, there is a lot of religious symbolism, so if you're the kind of person who may or may not get offended by that, I would be a little bit cautious. It's not something that ever bothered me, but I know some people get really, really touchy about that, so just keep that in mind if you are the kind of person who gets on edge about symbolism and religion and stuff like that.
Oh, so that's John.
Yeah.
At first I thought it, when I was playing it through the tutorial.
It's kind of hard to tell who's who.
Yeah.
Especially, like, in the cutscenes when they're all, like, robed up and stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, good thing I said the blood and gore warning before this scene.
Wait, when they kill themselves, they become angels, right?
I would assume so.
Because that's what it looks like what's happening here.
I mean, that is generally how death works in most religions.
Well, yeah, true. Vestibule.
Oh, shit, we do have that right away. Do you want to just keep the Bayonetta normal outfit for the intro and then just switch over later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, save. Save over this.
Yeah, that's my file up there. I put a lot of time into this.
You can tell it's 666.
Well, that's just one of the levels.
Yeah, true.
A level that most people hate for some reason, but I don't really mind it. It's one of those vehicle sections. It's like halfway through the game, but it's I don't think it's that bad, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay.
Anyway, dead people.
Yes! Graveyards! My favorite place to hang out.
Yeah, it's fun. Don't you just love it when a game developer puts their advertisement on your tombstone?
Oh, yeah.
Established 2006. This system didn't exist.
I know it was supposed to say 2006, but it looked like 2006 to me. Wait, are those actual births for them? They were born in, like...
I don't know, but if it is, that's really clever. I'll have to look that up.
Jeez,
That would be a really nice touch if that's true.
Yeah.
And not just like a random date.
It looks like Humpty Dumpty's taking his last fall. Even old Eggman the Destroyer gets scrambled in the end, right?
He's kind of shaped like Eggman now that I look at him.
Yeah.
Why the hell you dragged me
Enzo
out?
is secretly Eggman in this universe.
Yeah.
The merchandise. Hey,
He's very Brooklyn.
what today?
You can tell if the accent, the cigar, the clothes.
Ain't gonna do much.
The arrogance.
The arrogance, definitely.
No offense to anyone in Brooklyn, but don't deny it.
Hey, I'm walking here!
Now, look around.
That's the only thing I can do. In a
I know.
Brooklyn accent.
I have friends from Brooklyn, but you cannot deny that you encounter people like that a lot there.
I've never really encountered people there, but that's, well, like that there because mostly I've gone there with my family.
I mean, so have I, but I've encountered it too.
But hey, it's that kind of town. Without good-hearted souls like us to put these bastards 6 feet under, where'd society be? Of course, the
Well, overpopulated for one.
Hey Enzo, maybe with your soul stones there, you could snap half of the population gone.
No, he's got the Chaos Emeralds.
That's even better than the Infinity Stones.
It's the Chaos Emeralds.
Yes.
The only way this guy's meeting the Lord is if God's hungry for breakfast. Speaking of hungry, we done here? My kids are baking me a birthday cake tonight. Cute little fuckers, I tell you what. Well then, adios.
What kind of asshole throws a cigar on someone's... That's not okay.
Well, Enzo,
They're here for this douchebag.
apparently.
I hate this damn light. I can't
So wait, Enzo can't see the angels, right? Only Bayonetta can?
I don't think so.
you can see them, kid.
Again, this
Yeah, because he
game's...
says, you're hearing me, you can see them, can you?
Yeah, this game is really convoluted. Like, the story is really, really confusing sometimes.
Well, now I know from playing the prologue earlier that that's Bayonetta.
Yeah.
And damn, she really pulls off the nun look. Now that I think about it.
I don't think nuns are supposed to show their tits and ass in a skin-tight suit.
Yeah, but this is Bayonetta, and I... You know, there's some people out there with that,
Speaking of fan service... Yeah, we're both fans of that, so we're kind of gonna be gushing about that a lot. Because don't deny it, Bayonetta is goddamn hot. And she owns it.
I know Enzo's kind of turning invisible to the angels, but he looks like a metal version of himself.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like Metal Mario and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Metal Enzo, the most annoying enemy ever.
Metal Enzo the Eggman.
With the Chaos Emeralds.
I've never questioned this until just now, but why the fuck do angels bleed?
'Cause
Aren't they like spirits? Shouldn't they not have blood?
I
How
don't
does
know.
that work?
I don't know.
You look tired. Let me tuck you in.
Yes, please.
Oh. Oh! You're gonna go right there right off the bat, okay
I'm
then.
sorry, it's Bayonetta!
I mean, I was expecting you to go there, but not that quickly.
Well, there's that kind of dialogue sprinkled all over the place.
You gotta buy her dinner first, you know what I'm saying?
I'm awkward when it comes to flirting. We're talking to people like Bayonetta, to be
Oh,
honest.
don't worry, so am I.
Yeah. I had a crush on this guy, like in my acting
That is
classes.
something my girlfriend knows very well.
Yeah. I have a boyfriend still, and I still don't know how to flirt. And we've been dating for like a
It's
while.
not each other, by the way.
Yeah, not
Just-
each other.
just throwing that out
He
there.
is not my boyfriend. I have a boyfriend that is not him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify that because I know if I don't, people are going to comment asking it.
That's very common on YouTube.
Yep. I also love this man.
Yes.
He is the best.
Rodin Fusro Dodd those angels.
He kind of looks like Black Kratos.
He looks like a bit...
Like, he's got the tattoos that kind
Yeah.
of look like...
He
Yeah.
looks like a mix of Kratos and Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Kratos Fury. Oh, here comes the human centipede.
You naughty little angels deserve a good spanking.
So does she, if you know what I mean.
I don't think Bayonetta would be interested in dating like humans because she's so busy fighting angels. Oh, here comes the fan service.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
There it is.
almost showed the titties. Oh, more fan service.
Yep. And lots of it.
Yeah, still don't understand how she can wear a suit made out of her own hair.
Carefully. You ever notice that, like, it looks like leather when she's
Yeah.
wearing it? It's, like, all shiny and shit.
Yeah, it looks like leather, but it's actually her own hair. It's like Bayonetta. I guess kind of pink or something? Or is that just what Umbran witches wear? Their own hair. Is it like
I mean,
super
Jeanne doesn't do that, because her
Oh.
dress is red,
Yeah.
and she has white hair. So,
Oh.
so it's obviously not hers.
Yeah. Maybe it's just special for Bayonetta?
Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, a lot of this game is never really explained. You're kind of just supposed to go with it.
Yeah. The background music is definitely like a version of Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra.
It definitely sounds like it.
Because I just heard the lyrics in other words. It's
Yeah.
like, Frank Sinatra. I guess it makes sense for Bayonetta.
This is a really good cover of it, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
This game has a phenomenal soundtrack. It's very repetitive. They do replay the same songs a lot, but they're all really good. So
God,
where do all these pistols come from?
he probably bought them all. Or he had them already, and they were planning this.
I know, but like, how do you get all those weapons without ending up on a watch list?
It's magic? Oh. Lollipop like.
Also, this episode is going to be a lot longer than most others. Just throwing that out there, just because intro and cutscenes and stuff.
That was your last call. No more shots from me, Bayonetta.
But I want some more vodka.
Or some more fan service shots?
There's gonna be a lot of those. Woo!
That pose, though. She's so stylish. I love her. The tongue.
It's just great.
We are using the Pro Controller, by the way, so touch controls are largely irrelevant. I have tried the touch controls before. I'm not personally a fan of them, but I can see how they might appeal to some people, so they're there if that's what you like, but I don't know. I just prefer more traditional controls. Also, I played the PS3 version first, so I was just kind of used to it.
Beautiful. So,
Yeah, this is your basic combat system. You can just pretty much go ahead and skip over most of this, honestly, because,
whoops.
that's not minus. But, yeah, because we're gonna kind of be going over this, like, in the game, obviously. But, yeah. It's pretty straightforward. Combat in this game is very, very satisfying. The dodge move is something you're going to be abusing a lot, and especially Witch Time. Typically, you're also often going to be dodging, like, multiple times in a row, like, in succession. So, that does make Witch Time slightly easier to pull off. If you do it in succession, you just have to kind of prepare for it in advance, if that makes any sense. Like, you have to time your combos in a way that you'll be able to dodge in a certain way that'll give you Witch Time. It's hard to explain, but you'll see what I mean when we get into the thick of it. The thick.
Yes! The big thick!
But yeah, these are pretty much your basic enemies of the game. You'll be seeing them throughout the entire playthrough. And there's not much to say about them. They're just kind of your generic enemies. They go down pretty quickly. But they're the least of your troubles, because there are certain other enemies that start out as mini-bosses and then become common, and those are really hard. And anyone who's played this game before knows exactly what enemy I'm talking about. All I'll say is red and blue, and anyone who's played this game knows exactly what I mean. I'm not looking forward to getting those. They're really, really hard. This game has a very steep difficulty curve. It starts out not that bad, but like as early as chapter 2 or 3, it starts really ramping up the difficulty. Did they introduce the spinny thing yet?
No, not yet.
Alright, and you know how like the whole holding down buttons for combos and stuff
Yeah.
like that works, right?
Mm.
Oh, punish attack. I love that she just like flails them around.
She is not a force to be reckoned with.
She's not?
Well, she is.
One you wouldn't try to. I love how he's just kind of taking it. Like, you're just shooting him at point blank and he's just like not flinching at all.
Get up, bitch. Oh, I just noticed that the marker for the enemies is like lips. I think this is when we get to the rotating thingy.
Oh, okay. Also, something that I recommend doing is try not to... I know it's gonna sound weird for a game like this, but don't button mash all that much.
Okay.
Because your combos actually work a lot better if you delay each input a little bit.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
like,
here comes this one.
maybe try, like, waiting half a second after every attack. Instead of just, like, rapidly pressing it. Because, for the most part, it works a lot better. At least, that's what I've felt in my experience. Also, dead ass.
Yes! And the back as well. And try it one more time.
It's like 90% unzipped.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this right now, though. I like her Bayonetta 2 design a little bit better.
Yeah.
I mean, both are great, but I always did prefer the second. The second, in general, is just a much better game. It's a lot more balanced, a lot more well fleshed out. It looks prettier, like the color scheme of everything. But that's not to knock the original. Original's still really good. It just has a couple of things here and there that aren't quite as polished. And it definitely comes across in the difficulty. This game has a very, very, very steep and inconsistent difficulty curve. Some parts of it are really, really hard for no apparent reason. And for a new player, yeah, you're gonna be dying a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think you have a health bar at the moment, though, so...
Yeah.
It's something you don't really have to worry about in the tutorial, but... Yeah, as soon as you do get a health bar, you're gonna die. A lot. Also, for those floating head things, I find just guns to be helpful for taking those out.
Yeah.
For these guys, I use Wicked Weave combos for the most part. Which is when you summon your arm or leg. Which I still don't really understand whose arm and leg it is, but I'm not gonna question it.
It's some blue lady's arms. It's like blue and purple arm. The
Yeah.
last time I remember it. With like red fingernails. I'm not dead yet.
It's some kind of demon, but I don't know.
Aren't her demons from Inferno?
Oh yeah. Those are pretty much the boss finishers, so we'll see them a bit later.
Ooh. This controller's vibrating a lot.
Damn it, who did that?
Yeah, it does that.
That's awkward.
You'd think it would have put more of a dent in that car with how far she fell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this stage is pretty basic. There's really not much more to it than a bunch of these random enemies. Also, big one. So I would try to take him out first if I were you.
Over there?
Yes. And,
Okay.
word of advice, try focusing on more physical combos because the bullets really only do chip damage. The only time I personally find it more helpful to use bullets are when you get the shotgun weapon later on. Other than that, it's just kind of chip damage doesn't really do much. It's not really effective to just kind of like shoot them from far away. The only time I really do that is for the little floating head enemies because they're so weak anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, if I'm close enough, I will use physical attacks on them. There's also some combos that you can just kind of like lift up enemies into the air, Like that?
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how to pull that off, though.
Nice.
Rodan should be paying me.
I like how the only thing that has physics in this cutscene is her hair.
How much it's gonna cost to fix?
Like, everything else is perfect. And it's just like a random butterfly moving around in the background.
Engine still purrs nicely. Now,
I like how she held out that R.
into for me, Enzo. Let's have a quick chat.
See? This is why I told you I was going home. I just got held up in the air by some invisible thing.
Yeah, so he can't see them. Because he
Okay,
said that they were invincible.
okay.
It never stops with you.
Enzo, stop complaining. You're in for a lot more shit.
But Eggman's right there.
He's on the hood of a car.
Catch you later, Bayonetta. Something tells me you're gonna need a rush on our special project.
What kind of special project?
Oh, well.
Oh, whoa.
What about Eggman?
Such a popular chap. I bet they hate him down there as much as you did when he was up here. We just need to make sure he won't come crawling back when they kick him out.
Nothing a flower bed can't fix. Fill her up.
Well, that's dark.
You heard the man.
I love how she's just chilling in a broken car.
Yeah.
To your
She just
freaking cat.
generally doesn't give a shit.
Oh, yeah.
She's like one of the most calmest people in video games.
She's so, like... She's so sassy. I love it.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, the main combo that I usually end up using the most is, I think it's XAX. I think. Just because it's like a really quick way to get, like, the summon arm thingy.
Okay. I'll try to keep that in mind.
Take every cent I earned on this charade to pay for the damage. I tell you what, if I could see them bastards that did this to my car.
Forget about it.
I love how they spell it.
Mhm.
How can you be so calm? You're still
Because she's Bayonetta. That's what she do.
Of all the low-life scum in too deep in this town, I've never seen one get wrapped up in a fight with God's messengers.
What's with Enzo's ponytail? It's not even moving. It's just like,
It's just there.
yeah.
It's like sticking straight
It's
out.
sticking straight out, yeah.
It's also clipping through the back of his shirt.
Did he use like too much hair gel or something?
It's so stiff. It looks so weird.
Yeah.
20 years ago, you woke up stuck in a casket at the bottom of a lake. All you can remember is that you're a witch. But now, you're stuck because you gotta sacrifice our halo-wearing friends every day or they'll drag your ass back down to hell. I know, I thought I got screwed, but being forced to slap around the divine for a living, it's really getting screwed.
If I needed a biographer, you wouldn't be my first choice.
Sassy.
I see to the funeral. You get me the information I asked for. That was our deal.
Is that a rose lollipop?
I believe so.
Get my poor car! I'm working for free after this. At least let me get a drink at Rodon's before
Rodans. It looks more like rodents.
I got
Why does he call it
No,
Rodans?
no, it is pronounced Rodon.
Rodon? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why, but it is. I thought the same thing.
Shouldn't be R-O-D-A-N then?
That's, I guess, I don't know. I thought the same thing the first time I played this. It should be Rodin, but it's not. It's Rodon.
after jewels instead of cash, just like a girl.
Bitch.
Jesus, can't you take a joke?
Who's driving the car right now? His arms are at his sides.
Someone's given you a present.
Who put the tracker on him?
Can't stand bugs.
Was
No.
someone following them?
No, that was the car that ran over the thing.
Well, when she looked into the mirror, immediately just changed to a different lane. I was like,
So yeah, that just happened. A plane just crashed into the goddamn highway.
And then no one gave a fuck except Bayonetta and Enzo.
Yep. Fan service for the win.
Woo!
Yeah, be prepared for a lot of ass shots. Not that I'm complaining. For you, might as well be gay, Netta.
Bayonetta. Might as well. I know I'm
Yeah, see,
definitely
her
not
dress
gay.
is red, but she
Yeah.
has white hair.
So
she's clearly wearing, like, an actual dress.
yeah. Doesn't mean there's a specific kind of Upper Witch that has to have their hair be their suits.
I guess?
Maybe like black hairs?
I know for a fact that Bayonetta is a special case in that
Yeah.
regard, but that'll get explained more later.
Oh, okay. I like the little plumes on the guns for John.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
They're pretty huge though. I don't understand how they could not get in the way.
It looks like they would,
Yeah.
but they don't.
Oh, I got a time limit. Shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this quick.
Ah!
I'm pretty sure all you really need to do for this is just beat them up enough to the point where it gives you a quick time event opportunity, and then just carry that out. I think, if I remember correctly. Because I think if you attack them enough, it just kind of stuns them. I'm not really sure what the requirement for that is. Oh, yep, no, that's just a punish.
Yep.
Because Torture Attack is the one...
Oh,
yeah,
there we
there
go.
it is. It's the one where X and A both come up.
Wow, that looks nice.
Yeah. Seems like a personal problem for them. I always loved being put into those medieval torture devices and being kicked into there and have them close on me.
Yeah, that sounds
So
great.
it's fun.
I think the last time I saw an Iron Maiden was in this Despicable Me movie. Where one of the kids accidentally goes in and they close it and they think she's dead.
Isn't
But
it just
actually
like a juice
punc-
box or
yeah,
something?
it just punctures your juice box. It's like, how the fuck is she not dead?
Oh, cartoons. Why do you make no sense?
Oh,
Nice. Alright, one more.
oh.
These are some weird looking angels.
It looks like half bird
Yeah.
and half human? That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
With a halo, of course. It's like some dead pigeon. But it makes sense because we're
A
in New
dead
York.
four-legged pigeon.
I'm running out of time.
You got it, you got it. You only got one more. Why is it not giving you the prompt? Oh, I just saw one. There it is.
Ah!
Go for it.
Ah, great. I think my right hand's dying.
Oh yeah, it gets worse too. Like I said, this game gets hard really quick.
Ah! My hands are gonna be killed and then I can't play piano or cello anymore. All these poses though, they should become modern.
They're so fabulous.
I know! Why can't I be this fabulous?
We can be in spirit. Hey look, a truck that just fell out of the fucking ether.
Yeah, like...
Where did that truck
Yeah,
come from?
Who threw the truck? Did a random angel throw it and then be like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't get involved in this and then fly away?
I love how he's just kind of floating there.
Yeah, I guess time stops.
I guess.
There.
Like I said, very little in this game is ever explained.
Mm-hmm.
Shit just kind of happens.
That girl. Oh, look, it's Leia, John. That's what the buns reminded me of.
Yeah, it kind of does. But yeah, holy shit, that was a level and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, ass. It's been a solid 30 seconds since we last seen a shot of you.
The ears of the hotheads down home.
You don't say.
It's getting harder and harder to tell the worlds apart. Human world,
Human world,
Inferno,
which is wine,
Paradiso.
which looks like
Tell
whiskey.
the difference.
I don't understand how we can operate a bar in hell.
Mm.
Quite long enough.
Like, who comes here? How does he make a living?
Yeah, is he secretly the devil or something?
It's a balance, right? Even if some of them like messing around with the humans, we've all got a stake in the status quo.
Enzo, you're sleeping on the job.
Like this, the Book of Revelations is gonna look
He looked so happy, though.
Mm-hmm.
heaven and hell
He looked so content.
for each other's throats.
Heaven and hell can tear each other to pieces for all I care.
That's my
I've got
girl.
my own problems to worry about.
Something's up. Everything was a bit too racing, and Enzo's tip makes the timing too perfect. This reeks of a setup. Someone in one of those lost memories calling you out.
Oh, that's a lot of guns.
I got a little present for you.
Yeah, boy.
It's special. Built from an alloy the devil himself would kill to get his hands on. Don't break these, because they're one of a kind.
There they are.
Beautiful. Gently caress the gun.
This is the biggest goddamn pistol I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh! Well, I guess she's completely ignoring how to handle them carefully.
Oh no, she's too stylish to do it normally.
Yeah, true.
She's got to be fabulous about
Whoop!
it.
Crotch shot!
Yeah, get used to that.
Ah, yes. The fabulous crotch shot. Well, I have been watching anime for like years now.
I mean, so have I, so this is nothing new.
Calling me out. I don't go
I
in
like
for
that
strange
that
offers.
drink was in it like a tiny ass glass. It's so cute. It's a cute little drink.
Tired of these weaklings they keep throwing at
I feel like you would still be thirsty, though.
Yeah.
me for something a bit more
High
class.
class.
Pounding them down tonight, baby. Not to butt into your affairs, but I'm pretty sure you got somewhere better to be. The guys you're up against aren't the type to wait for you to finish a round.
And she's just gone.
Oh.
Enzo, her drinks are going on your tab, buddy. You deadbeat motherfucker.
There he goes. Good old Enzo. But yeah, that is actually going to be it for this episode, because this has gone on for 38 and a half minutes.
Oh, wow, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, like I said, this episode's going to be a lot longer than later ones. I'm probably going to start cutting episodes up into pieces, just because the cutscenes can make them quite long. But I wanted to keep this one just full length for the prologue, just for the sake of getting through the beginning of the game, because I wanted to get people into the swing of things. So yeah, that's about it. Is there anything you want to add before we really get into this?
Well, I've been just having tons of fun with this game so far.
You're gonna have even more fun, because
yeah,
that is
the
just
character
that is just a
designs-
taste of
The
it.
character designs, the voice acting, the style, Bayonetta herself. It's just, I'm having a little fun at this game. I'm very glad that I've been able to play this game for the first time ever. And,
Yeah.
That's my input.
So we will see you guys next time, where I will be taking over and we'll be heading into the next chapter of the game.
Okie dokie.